Is that the manifester?
When you're out looking for denims, it's like, oh, I like that fit, it fits great, but the color's off, or you want that color, but you don't like it, or you know it's gonna be uncomfortable. With ABL denim, you can still be fashionable and still be comfortable. As soon as I saw them, I knew instantly that I'd be able to sit in them for a long period, and they look great. In this chair in the Aerosy, I actually feel like a paraplegic, and I feel independent. I have that freedom. I have that luxury of feeling like my own individual, and I can't get that anywhere else.
Sundance Channel Style Diary.
I want to stand out, I want to look different, I don't want to look like everybody else. I'm Angela Rockwood, I'm a model, activist, and a push girl. Makeup is not about covering up, it's about accentuating what you have. You don't see too many people in wheelchairs that are fashionable. I can go from the rocker babe, I'm mad about boots, I love boots, to classy, sophisticated. This is my business look with a little bit of spice, but I think I'm gonna go with the casual chic. It's about being a woman, it's about being comfortable in your skin. It's my way of representing who I am. The one label that I wanna wear is my own.
Style Diary brought to you by Maybelline New York. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline.
I have a whole closet of heels, and just because I can't walk in them, that doesn't mean I can't show them off. What keeps me going each day are the people that I love, my friends and my family. I think my biggest secret is you don't focus on what you had, you focus on what you have. This piece of cake, we didn't even break a nail. My name is Angela, and I'm a push girl.
Welcome to Meet the Biz.
That's creepy, David.
What I have a blurry background. I usually don't, do I?
No.
What do you like it or do you not like it? Yeah, so? Well, I tell you one thing, I have to tell you, here is my Valentine's cup, my heart cup. Today we've got a heart. And we've got a big heart. My healer is here today, my dear friend, our dear friend, our love, you know, and this woman has, as we know, visited Performing Arts Studio West and Meet the Biz numerous times, and she is a light. She is one of those people who will keep this planet breathing and loving, and she's the perfect one to bring in today, which is Valentine's Day. And she is going to talk about and teach us and show us that we all are manifestors. I call her the manifester. Manifester. I'm bringing her on. The woman, the legend, the myth, the real angel herself, Angela Rockwood. I love you being here.
Valentine's Day. How are you guys? How's everyone? Thank you so much for having me here, David. I love you, John. I love you too. And I want to say thank you to you guys for allowing me to be here with you guys and for being with me on Valentine's Day. How are you guys? How's everyone? Everyone's good. Does everyone feel good? Did you guys wake up happy, feeling blessed and grateful? Please say yes.
We feel good. Da 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 da. Know you would.
Christina, I love the moves over there. Yeah. So yes, as David said, he has a nickname for me. It's called the Manifester. So this is going to be a 2-hour. I have been over at the studio and it was amazing because I was able to share all of my tools, techniques, and my secrets. And today I get to share it with you guys. And I feel so grateful. I'm not going to get emotional, but this is such a blessing and such a wonderful opportunity to share this day with you guys. I couldn't even think of any other way to start my day off on this love day. And so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want you guys to know that, okay? And so yes, I have taught at the studio, and gosh, David, how long was that class? It was longer than 2 hours though.
Oh, I think it was
We did like
a 3-hour class, was it?
a 3-hour class, but usually when I do my manifestation classes, we usually do like a 4-day weekend. So it's usually a whole month. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of information with you guys, giving you a lot of different tools and some of my secrets. And I'm just going to be compiling everything as much as I can into 30 minutes. And then also I'm going to be sharing some techniques and tools of how we can love ourselves better, because it is all about love today, and how we can attract love and how we can do the things that we do love. So the theme today is obviously love on V-Day. So can I get a whoop, 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 whoop?
Let's see
Yes,
everybody.
yes, I love it.
Let's see
All
everybody.
right. Yes, I'm loving it. Happy Valentine's. Let's just scream it. Can we just scream it, David? Can we just,
Okay.
it's 11:11 right now.
Oh my
Can
God,
we
it's
just
11:11.
scream
Everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day? Ready? One,
Everybody,
2, 3. Happy
Happy
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Let's get this energy going. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy
Yay!
Valentine's Day! Woo!
It's 11:11, so close your eyes really quick and go into your heart, into your soul, into your core, and make a wish. Just visualize and make a wish right now at 11:11 of what you want for 2024. I know what I want. I'm seeing it right now. I'm feeling it. I see myself happy. My face is lit up. I'm achieving it. I'm embracing it. I'm loving it. So whatever it is that you're wishing for, see it in your mind and feel it. Feel it with all of your heart and all of your soul, and embrace it and truly believe in it. So just keep that in your mind for just a few more seconds. And take a deep breath in, just enjoying it. Feeling how wonderful it'll feel for your dream, for your wish to come true. It's still there in your mind. Take it all in. Embrace it. Smile. Be happy, full of joy, excited. It is yours. You are going to be manifesting that specific wish starting today. Okay? So you can open your eyes. That was so perfect. I love it. That was not planned. I looked at the time and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 11:11. So I have this thing with numbers, you guys.
Yeah.
And David knows. So every time I see the clock, and if it says 11:11 or 1:11 or 2:22 or 3:33 or 4:44 or 5:55 or 12:21, I have this thing with the spiritual realm, the angel realm. And I just like to say that we just connected like that, and just to make a wish and to be grateful within the moment. And it just brings us back into the now. And so I've always been doing that ever since I was a little girl. So on that note, I will share with you guys how I started manifesting. I'm loving the heart, Christina. I'm loving the heart. I love it. Can you see my heart with my little clawed hands? I'm giving you a heart right now.
Oh, hard
So-
time, everyone. Hard time.
Heart time, you guys.
1, 2, 3.
I got little clawed hands, so we got little hearts. Take a picture.
Oh, look at.
Oh, I love it. I love it, you guys.
Mwah.
I love it. So let me share about manifesting, okay? Most of you guys, if you don't know anything about manifestation, very simple. Manifestation is the art of creating what you desire into reality. And we all have that power. We all have it, okay? And today I'm going to teach you how to use some of the tools to start attracting and manifesting the things that you want in your life, and how to love yourself more, and how to attract love and how to give love effortlessly. So let me start. I'm just going to start with just a little introduction of how I started manifesting and a little bit of my story, and then we'll go into the techniques and everything. Because we do have 2 hours, like I said, and this first hour will be just everything that I'll be sharing with you guys. And then to the next hour, I will pick a few of you guys, and whatever questions you have or anything that you want to specifically talk about or basically ask how to manifest, we can talk about that. And also, I do have a special rate on Valentine's Day for one-on-one, and I can give that to David if you guys are interested. I can always do one-on-one with you guys on a Zoom as my special gift to you guys. All right? Because I would love for everybody to manifest what they desire in 2024. You guys feeling me and following me? Yes? All right. So I started manifesting, and we all manifest without even knowing it. When I was little, when I was about 6.5, 7 years old. And you guys are probably thinking like, what? But yes, your imagination is the biggest. It's like just when you're little, you're full of all this imagination and excitement. And you're just in this wonderful world within your head of all the things that you can accomplish. And the thing is, as a child, you have no fear. That's the one thing. You guys can look it up and do the research, but when we come into this world as babies, we only have 2 fears: the fear of falling and the fear of loud noise. So any other fear that you have within your vessel right now, within your core, within your body, within your being, if you have a fear for spiders or a fear of this or a fear of that, you've basically been traumatized at a certain time within your life and you built that fear. But coming into the world, we don't have any fear except 2 things. Again, the fear of falling and the fear of loud noise. So at about 7 years old, I was already dreaming like most kids. And you guys probably won't know, but there used to be a catalog back in the day. We didn't have the internet. And there was a catalog, the Sears Roebuck catalog, that you would look through. And Christmas time, you're sitting there looking at certain toys and that bicycle or that record player, specific things that you can bring into your life, into the world that could be tangible. So let's say I wanted that record player, and I would just sit there and dream about it and wish for it. And as a little kid, you write a little letter to Santa Claus. Dear Santa, could you please, if I'm a good girl, could you please give me that? Of course, when you're little, you say give me, but may I please have the record player? And then before you know it, of course, your parents or your fairy godmother or someone brings that record player to you, right? So what I'm trying to get at is you have the imagination of what you truly want in life, whether you're a little kid, whether you're 20 years old, whether you're 30, or whether you're 60. And that vision is within your head. And now you're going to ask for it. And then you're going to do tools as of writing things down because you really want it. And you're just daydreaming about it, thinking about what kind of emotions happens as of happiness for me to have this record player. So eventually you manifest it. And you guys are thinking, what the heck is she talking about? Which we're going to go into all the tools and the techniques of how to do this. So basically, as I grew up, unbeknownst to me, I started to manifest. I started to visualize and to see all of these different things that I wanted to accomplish or that I wanted in my life. And so I started to journalize. I've been journalizing and having a diary ever since I was 7 years old. And I still journalize today, every single day. Everything that I asked for, everything that I put on paper, I have achieved it. So when I was growing up, I continued manifesting, not even knowing what I was doing. I didn't realize exactly what I was doing. When I left home at 17, I moved to Hawaii, and I met this billionaire who changed my whole entire life. He was a teacher, one of my teachers that taught me more techniques to really bring manifestation into my life on a whole other level. There's a book, if you guys are interested, that I read that this billionaire told me about. And it basically explained everything that I was doing all those years. And it's called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. So if you guys are interested in reading that book or even going on YouTube, you could just put it up and you could just pay attention and just listen how exactly, if you want to talk about it on a scientific level. But once I read this book, I was just like, oh my gosh, this book is exactly what I've been doing my whole entire life. And then there was another book that he had basically introduced to me, was called Think and Grow Rich. And that completely transformed my mentality, because everything that we think, we bring into reality without even knowing it. So from there, you guys have probably heard, maybe you haven't, The Secret. This came out, like at least I was walking, at least 23, 24 years ago. And Oprah Winfrey had basically shared it. She learned from a few other teachers and everything. And The Secret came out, and there's all kinds of manifestors that are in this actual. You can go on YouTube and you can actually watch it, but there's all kinds of techniques. So everybody has their version of manifesting. But today we'll get down to just the basics and we'll start with there. And like I shared with you, I can always go one-on-one with each of you if you're interested. And we can just start making all your dreams into reality and just start focusing on your goals. But because today is Valentine's Day, we're going to focus on love, and we're going to focus on loving ourselves better and putting love out there into the world and attracting love. So if you guys have pen and paper and you want to take notes, please grab your papers now, and you're in your pens and papers. In about 10 more minutes, David will probably stop recording, but I will go into a little bit about myself in the sense so that you guys understand how manifestation has really gone to a next level with me. 22 years ago, I was in a horrific car accident, and I was planning my wedding with two of my bridesmaids. And basically in the car accident, I had broken my neck and I severed my spinal cord. So I have a spinal cord injury, and I injured my C4, C5 vertebrae. So I was instantly paralyzed. And when I woke up in that hospital, I remember laying there in the bed, and I opened my eyes and I looked up at that ceiling, and it was like deja vu. I felt like I had been there before. I remember looking at the ceiling, and I remember thinking to myself, the very first thought was, oh my gosh, I'm alive. Of course, from the neck down, I couldn't feel and I couldn't move, but there was this sense of peace that had came over my body. And laying there, all I could just think about was, I'm alive, because I shouldn't have survived that car accident, because I flew out of that car and I landed on my head, and I laid there on the side of the road until they came to get me. And I crossed over and I saw the white light and everything, and I came back, but that's a whole other story, and that's a whole other Zoom. And when I woke up, the second thought was, I knew it was for a reason. And I had this vision that flashed before my eyes. Just, I'm a believer. And so this voice that spoke to me told me everything that I was going to do from that moment until now. My father, who was sitting by my bedside, I told him to write word for word what my vision was, everything. I have this journal till this day, and everything that my father wrote inside this journal, I have manifested it into reality. So from that day until now, I decided, because the doctor told me you have 3 to 5% chance of ever feeling or moving ever again. And you know, when someone tells you that you can't do something, you're like, oh yeah, well, watch me, right? So basically, I said, you know what? I don't care if I'm not going to be able to move or feel, because I'm going to move and feel in other ways. And I decided to be my own alien experiment. And I decided that everything that I was going to put out there, I was going to manifest. So I picked up my life. I focused on that vision and I pushed forward. And I became a model. I became an actor. I became a TV producer. I co-created and produced my own reality show called Push Girls. I became a motivational speaker. I became an honorary commander of Edwards Air Force Base for 2 years. I became a life coach. I became a manifester, and I became this rolling empire. And I manifested every single thing that I had believed within my mind from that day until now. And for me to sit in this wheelchair, paralyzed from the neck down, if I can do this, you guys can do whatever you put your mind and your heart to. We come into this life and we're given a name, and it's our powerful advantage to give that name a legacy. My name is Angela Rockwood. I'm an actress, a model, a TV producer, a beloved, and so much more. But that doesn't tell you my advantage in life. My advantage comes from the power of the evolution of my heart. I became a quadriplegic, but paralysis is nothing to me. When the doctors told me I had 3 to 5% chance of moving or feeling anything from the neck down, that didn't stop me. I'm going to show them how I move and I feel in other ways. I get up every day and I live with tenacity and audacity. Where there's a will, there is a way.